11 ways men are dressing wrong. Women notice this instantly. Let's start with a truth that might sting a little. Within 7 seconds, people decide how competent, attractive, and trustworthy you are just by looking at you. That's not opinion. It's psychology. And clothing is one of the first things they scan. But here's the twist. You're probably not dressing badly. You're just dressing wrong for the effect you want. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which subtle fashion missteps are quietly sabotaging your presence and how to fix each one instantly. And stick around for the bonus at the end. It's the one that could be keeping you out of her mind and firmly in the friend zone. Number 1, wearing clothes that dull your natural skin tone. If your clothes make your face look tired, you've picked the wrong color. Here's something you might not have realized. People rarely notice your clothes first. What they actually notice is how your face looks in your clothes. That glow, or lack of it, is what sticks. You might be dressing in clean, ironed, expensive pieces, but if the color is wrong for your skin tone, you'll look drained, tired, older, less magnetic. For example, if you've got warm undertones, think golden or olive skin, and you're wearing icy grays or washed out blues, your skin might start to look dull or even slightly greenish. That's not a you problem. That's a color problem. And it works the other way too. Cool toned skin doesn't pair well with overly warm, mustardy hues. The result? Your energy disappears before you even speak. Here's the fix. Next time you're shopping or dressing, hold the item up to your face in natural daylight. Ask yourself, does this color wake me up or wash me out? If it makes you look like you need more sleep or a stronger coffee, put it back. You're not looking for style points. You're looking for presence. Number 2, ignoring the shoulder line rule, droopy or overextended. Your shoulders are the coat hangers of your outfit. If they sag, everything sags. You don't have to be a fashion expert to know when something looks off. You just feel it. And most of the time, it's not the color or fabric that's wrong. It's the fit, specifically at the shoulders. The shoulder line is like architecture. When it's wrong, the whole structure collapses, visually at least. Droopy shoulders give off a timid, slouched energy. It reads as apologetic, like your clothes are swallowing you. On the other hand, overextended shoulders, where the seam stretches past your natural edge, make you look like you raided a suit 2 sizes too big. It adds bulk, but not in a good way. It screams, "This doesn't belong to me." Here's a quick check. Look at the seam where the sleeve attaches to the body of your shirt or jacket. If it's halfway down your arm, that's a no. If it sits perfectly on the outer edge of your shoulder bone, you've nailed it. Because in style, structure equals strength. And when your shoulders look right, the rest of your outfit falls perfectly into place. Number 3, overlayering without understanding visual weight. More layers, more style. It's about balance, not bulk. Let's be honest, you've probably seen someone dressed in 5 layers and thought, are they cold or just confused? The problem isn't the layering itself, it's the lack of thought behind it. Layering is meant to elevate your look, not bury it. When you pile on a hoodie, a coat, a scarf, and a beanie without any sense of proportion, you don't look styled. You look like the coat rack fell on you. Here's the truth. Visual weight matters. Fabrics speak. A chunky knit cardigan over a sleek, silky shirt, it sends mixed signals. It's like trying to pair a jazz band with heavy metal. You get noise, not harmony. Think in terms of structure. Your base layer, the one closest to your body, should always be the lightest and most fitted. As you move outward, the layers should get more substantial and defined. This creates a clean silhouette where each layer supports the one beneath it. A helpful mental image? Your body should resemble a triangle, narrow at the base, broader at the top, not a marshmallow with buttons. Because true style isn't just about what you wear. It's about how every piece works together. Number 4, wearing shoes that betray your intentions. Your shoes are loud, even when they don't make a sound. Here's something you may not have realized. Your shoes are sending messages long before you do. And no, it's not about how expensive they are. It's about whether they match your intention. Picture this. You're wearing a crisp button-down, tailored jeans, solid grooming, and then running shoes. Not the minimalist kind. Actual gym trainers. It throws off everything. It's like watching a James Bond scene where he shows up in flip-flops. You're saying one thing with your outfit, but your shoes are whispering, "I gave up halfway." Women notice this instantly. Shoes that don't match the tone of your outfit create dissonance. It tells her you're either unaware or uninterested in finishing strong. Here's your fix. Understand the categories. Sneakers, clean, minimal ones, are for relaxed settings. Chelsea or combat boots add edge. Loafers and brogues signal intention and polish. Don't mix moods. A hoodie and dress shoes don't belong together. Neither do joggers and monk straps. Let your shoes match the energy of the outfit, and more importantly, the moment. Because the man who's intentional from head to toe, he's impossible to ignore. Number 5, tucking shirts that were never meant to be tucked. Some shirts need freedom. Don't choke them with a belt. You might think tucking your shirt makes you look more polished. But here's the truth. Not every shirt wants to be tucked in. And when you force it, it doesn't make you look refined. It makes you look like you borrowed style advice from 2 different decades and tried to mash them together. Take a casual t-shirt or a relaxed camp collar shirt. These are made to flow, to breathe, to move. Tucking them into belted trousers or fitted jeans can come off as stiff, or worse, like you're trying too hard. It's not elevated, it's confused. Women notice this subtle mismatch. A shirt fighting its natural shape doesn't say confidence, it says overthinking. Here's your fix. Check the hem of your shirt. If it's curved or rounded at the bottom, leave it untucked. It's designed that way for a reason. If it's straight and structured with a clear break at the waist, you can tuck. But even then, make sure it's not billowing out like a parachute. Tuck with purpose, or not at all. Because effortless style is about knowing when to stop adding control. Number 6, mixing textures that clash. Style isn't just about color, it's about feel. When people talk about dressing well, they obsess over color palettes. But texture? That's the silent deal breaker most men miss. Here's the thing. Every fabric has a feel, not just to the touch, but to the eye. A shiny bomber jacket paired with ultra matte chinos might seem edgy, but more often than not, it just looks off. The pieces don't blend, they battle. It's visual friction, and it pulls attention away from your face, your presence, your message. Imagine someone trying to pair velvet shoes with a nylon windbreaker. Technically possible, but emotionally, it feels disjointed, like 2 personalities arguing in the same outfit. Here's your fix. Build a texture hierarchy. Choose one standout texture, like suede, leather, or corduroy, and let that piece speak. Then, tone everything else down. If your jacket is bold and tactile, your shirt should be smooth and understated. If your pants have texture, go neutral on top. Good style whispers with harmony. It doesn't shout in contradiction. You want your outfit to feel like one story, not 5 headlines competing for attention. When texture is right, people don't just see your outfit, they feel it. Number 7, choosing belts that cut you visually in the wrong spot. Belts shouldn't scream, they should frame. A belt is one of those pieces that quietly makes or breaks your entire silhouette. And if you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, why do I look shorter or bulkier than I actually am? Your belt might be the culprit. Thick, oversized belts with giant, attention-hungry buckles do one thing really well. They hijack attention. They draw the eye straight to your midsection, splitting your body in half and disrupting your proportions. Instead of elongating your frame, they compress it. You look stockier, less balanced, and not in that strong, grounded way. Here's the fix. Go minimal. Choose belts that are slim, clean, and in neutral tones, like brown, black, or deep navy. They should blend with your trousers, not contrast them sharply. If you want to go next level, match your belt with your shoes. It creates a line of visual continuity that subtly pulls the outfit together. Remember, style isn't always about what people notice first. Sometimes it's about what doesn't distract. A well-chosen belt won't steal the spotlight. It'll quietly hold the entire look in place. Number 8, wearing pants that pull at the ankles, aka fabric puddles. Your pants aren't supposed to touch the ground like curtains. Let's be real, your pants shouldn't look like they're trying to mop the floor. When fabric pools around your ankles, it sends one clear message. This wasn't tailored for you. And nothing kills presence faster than looking like you borrowed someone else's clothes. Baggy, overlong pants don't just mess with your fit, they distort your entire frame. Your legs look shorter, your shoes vanish, and your overall posture takes a hit. Instead of clean lines that elongate and sharpen your silhouette, you get a fabric mess that drags you literally down. And the fix? It's one of the simplest, most affordable upgrades in all of menswear. Get them hemmed. Walk into any decent tailor or alteration shop, and for a few dollars, they'll bring your trousers to life. Here's what you're aiming for: a slight break. That means one small, clean fold where the pant leg meets your shoe. Not a collapse, not a bunch up, just enough to show intentionality without overdoing it. Because great style is rarely about buying more. Sometimes it's about trimming what doesn't serve you and letting your natural shape do the talking. Number 9, overaccessorizing with no central anchor piece. Accessories should orbit around one sun, not fight each other for attention. There's a fine line between looking stylish and looking like a walking display shelf. And if you've ever layered on a chain, a ring, a bracelet, a necklace, a hat, and maybe even a pinky ring for good measure, pause. Because the issue isn't the pieces themselves, it's the lack of hierarchy. Without a focal point, accessories turn into visual static. Instead of drawing someone in, they confuse the eye. It's like a symphony where every instrument tries to play the solo at once. There's no rhythm, no anchor. The fix is simple. Pick one bold piece, a clean, heavy watch, a chunky signet ring, or maybe a standout chain, and let everything else take a supporting role. If your ring is making the statement, let your bracelet be subtle. If your necklace is the standout, skip the loud earrings or the oversized hat. Style at its best is about intentional contrast. Power doesn't come from piling things on. It comes from knowing what to highlight and what to silence. So next time you're reaching for that extra chain, ask yourself, what's the sun here? And what's just orbiting? Number 10, wearing all neutrals without one statement element. If your whole outfit whispers, nothing gets remembered. You might think playing it safe with neutrals, beige, gray, white, is the smartest way to look put together. And yes, it's clean. It's inoffensive. But here's the problem. It's also forgettable. Picture this: a beige hoodie, gray trousers, white sneakers. Technically fine, but does it say anything? Not really. It fades into the background like an elevator playlist. Pleasant, but instantly forgettable. The truth is, when everything blends, nothing stands out. You don't need to wear loud patterns or fluorescent colors to be memorable. But you do need contrast, something that catches the eye, that gives the outfit a moment of energy, a reason for someone to look twice. Here's the fix. Add one statement element: a forest green bomber jacket, a burgundy baseball cap, a textured scarf. Even in an unexpected silhouette, a sharp taper on your trousers or structured shoulders on a jacket can elevate the entire look. The key is balance. Let the neutrals be your canvas, but always give people something to remember. Because in a world full of beige, the man with intention becomes the point of interest. Number 11, letting undershirts peek out where they shouldn't. If I can see your undershirt neckline, it's no longer under. This one's subtle, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. A high white crew neck undershirt peeking out from under a V-neck sweater or open collar shirt doesn't just look off, it kills the flow of your entire look. Instead of drawing attention to your collarbone, jawline, or the clean lines of your shirt, the undershirt steals the spotlight. It adds unnecessary noise, like background chatter during a powerful speech. And even if the rest of your outfit is tailored to perfection, that small neckline slip makes you look careless, like layering happened by accident, not intention. The fix? It's basic, but essential. Match your necklines. If you're wearing a V-neck or open shirt, your undershirt should follow suit. Go with a V-neck or a deep crew that stays hidden. Better yet, invest in undershirts made specifically for layering, thin, fitted, and low profile. And let's be honest, if the goal is to look sharp, intentional, and attractive, a flashing white undershirt that interrupts the vibe just isn't it. Keep the foundation invisible so the structure above it can shine. If you've made it this far, you clearly care about leveling up your style. Drop the word sharp in the comments so we know you're one of the few who finishes what they start. We always see you, and we appreciate it. Bonus point, wearing clothes that don't move with you. Still clothes, still energy, and still energy? It's the opposite of attraction. Here's something most guys overlook. When your clothes don't move with you, your energy gets trapped. Overstarched shirts, stiff jackets, or pants that fight your stride don't just feel uncomfortable, they look uncomfortable. You come across rigid, restricted, even awkward. Why does this matter? Because women notice fluidity, movement, presence. They read it as confidence, and clothes that restrict that movement send the opposite signal. Here's how you fix it. Look for fabrics with give. A slight stretch in your shirt or jeans goes a long way. Test it in the fitting room. Raise your arms, twist, hug yourself. If you feel tension, it's not built for you. Want a cheat code? Try unstructured blazers, soft knit polos, or stretch denim. They mold to you, and not the other way around. Because when your clothes move like you belong in them, you start moving like you belong in the room. All right, legend, let's bring it home. Wear colors that wake your skin up. Respect your shoulder lines. Let your clothes move with you, not against you. Keep your shoes, your layers, and your accessories intentional. And avoid puddles, distractions, and accidental tucks that water down your presence. If you got value from this video, give it a like so the algorithm knows you're one of the sharp ones and helps other guys like you find it too. Subscribe to the channel. We drop calm, intelligent style moves like this every single day to help you refine your look and upgrade your presence quietly but powerfully. And hey, if you know someone whose wardrobe could use this silent upgrade, don't gatekeep. Send this to them. Let's all rise together. Thank you so much for watching. We've already handpicked the next video on your screen, tailored just for your journey. Watch it now, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.